Something broke the boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
Safety, friend or foe, guys, owner-operators, they're here to help, or are they here to hurt? That's the topic. Let's talk about it. All right, man, so when do you think a safety department, safety and compliance is a friend in actually helping your business rather than hurting it?
Unfortunately, for the most part, when I was the owner-operator, we used to call it pain in the butt department. It's really... Until you personally exposed to the really bad situations.
It's all just a fucking myth.
It's all just a myth. It's all just BS. It has nothing to do with you, and all they there for is to cause you fucking pain in the butt. That's all. But again, you judge people based on your own actions, right?
Yeah.
So let's say I was pretty safe driver. I mean, pretty safe driver. Like my record is impeccable. Let's just put it this way. Maybe sometimes I did something and I just didn't get caught. I'm not saying I did, nor I'm saying I didn't do it. But at the end of the day, I managed to keep my record clean. But that does not, knowing what I know now, I thought I'm like super, super safe. Mm-hmm. Like, because I will not cause this problem. What I didn't know back then, that I can be the safest dude in the world, but somebody can, cross paths with me on the road while I'm doing something super safe
and cause an event.
And then my whole life can turn into a horror roller coaster. And in reality, it's not very popular idea in the driver circles. Mm-hmm. But that's the safety department's job to prevent those, to the best of their ability, prevent any incidents by just educating and having conversations about it with drivers and kind of giving them heads up about the situations. But more than that, actually consistently preparing for that one bad day when something gonna happen. And hopefully you're not gonna be at fault, but that does not mean that you just walk away.
No, because now the process is
the process is the punishment. And the safety department, then all these annoying things that we do, annoying from the perspective of a driver, right? What we actually do, we building your defense case from your day one with a company until your last day with a company. And as a driver, I used to see it as pain in the butt, unnecessary headache. Why do I need this? I'm never gonna cause this. But then later on, I've seen plenty of situations when somebody who didn't cause that situation got severely punished for it.
Yeah, because, I think when we view the safety as foe, because like it's a rule enforcer, right? And we actually think there's no context to it. So he's just throwing a policy at you. I just actually got done this week talking about that with because of the problem at hand. And the other part is like, let's say there's a hard rule for, just this is a requirement, hard rule, whatever it may be, about hours of service or whatever. And everybody's following it and nobody's understanding it. And the problem is that even from the inside the office and the outside, right? Everybody's respecting this rule. And we kind of want to start to bend it. We kind of because nothing has happened. So everybody understanding this rule or like living by it has been protected from what it would cause if you don't follow this rule. But none of them have experienced it, so they start to devalue that rule and start to bend it. And then something's gonna go wrong. And then when it does, it's like, oh man, we shouldn't bend that rule. Well, that's what I was saying from the fucking beginning. And so I think it's that. I think it's because people become complacent, and when things are going good, it's people want to start to push those limits because it's just, I don't know, man. I think it's like nature, human behavior.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
and before we even, unroll all this nitty gritty, I just want to say, like, there are certain safety rules that I completely despise and disagree with. Absolutely, like 100%, like total nonsense. However, because these rules exist, we have to play by the rules. And I don't know, like sometimes on the receiving end of that, it feels like, why the fuck do we have to follow the rules that are not doing anything for safety? But the process is the punishment. So just because you're a safest driver and you're gonna ignore this rule that's obviously on the books, you and me, we both disagree with that rules, but it's on the books. If we're gonna not obey that rule and something bad gonna happen, us not obeying that rule is going to be a severe punishment for everything that happened. So, however we're gonna, unwrap this whole thing, I just want to make sure that you guys understand that we're not here to be advocates of certain rules. We're not for them or against them. We're just talking about the real rules and the real consequences and scenarios, what these rules do behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And that does not mean, like, for example, one of the rules that I really think is bullshit. For example, 70-hour rule. Like, why? So are you let's say the driver ran out of hours, 5 hours before he gets home. And that's OTR driver. So if he's gonna take a break for 10 hours and finish going home and then do the reset there, is that somehow unsafe now? I do not think it is unsafe. But because that rule exists, and God forbid you break that rule, let's say you go into PC and now you're going home,
Now you're a criminal.
now even if nothing happened during that PC event, but let's say you have a couple of those in the last few months, and now you get in some accident that you're not even at fault, but something bad happens, those events will be held against you as if you're some sort of psychotic killer.
Yeah.
And that's what I have problems with. So does it really have to do anything with safety? No, as a matter of fact, I would say the chances for the urge of the driver when he runs out of hours to go illegally into PC and drive home would be much less, and though making the highways safer, if that 70-hour rule would not exist.
Yeah.
Then you just, like whenever you're done with your weekly work and you still can, within hours of service regulations, get back home.
Yeah.
But the way to solve this problem is not by breaking the rules. It's actually by talking about it, by voicing it out, by, participating in elections, like participating in the process. Every time DOT is actually, taking public comments for some rule, participate. Because if you're not participating, all those fat ass Swift drivers, we are participating. And that's the rules that later on we all gonna go by.
Yeah, and and that's an interesting topic because again, it's not that we like the rules, but we got to play by them because it doesn't end there for us. That will come back, and even if nothing happened in those 7 days, let's just say later on, DOT audit, now that's back, and that driver may not even be here anymore, but we still got some answers.
Yes, because just a little hint. For example, the accident happens, right, and then you're not even at fault. Now the other party lawyer is up. Guess what questions the other party's so-called victims party lawyer is asking? We want to see your logs for the last 6 months. What does it have to do with an accident? Yeah. Realistically, like I would say, maybe a day here, a day there, maybe. Last 6 months, why? Because what we're after is to show negligent hiring procedures. It's to burn your character.
Yeah.
It's to show you not for what you are, but to show you in the dirtiest light that there is. And that's their goal. So imagine, you have a couple of those PC events doing nothing wrong, just going home. In that scenario, man, you are going to be in a very, very uphill battle trying to prove that you're not a psychotic criminal.
Yeah, and then even that, man, like, and then you start to second guess, like, fuck, man, what did I PC for anyway?
But at that point, it's already too late.
Yeah, like, oh man, I'm in all of this because of this event. And again, it is so difficult to conceptualize and really understand that when nothing bad has happened to you. I think you're like, I got this.
Yeah, but once you start seeing those events from the inside, let's say dealing with some post-accident legalese bullshit and stuff like that, that's when you start seeing like, oh, so when the pain in the butt department was asking me, to do this little thing like signature on the log. Mm-hmm. It was not about, how does the signature have anything to do with, dead guy? Mm-hmm. Nothing, right?
Yeah.
But no, it does, because that will be used against you. That will show to the court that you were negligent, ignorant. This is what we're going after, not the signature, the character.
Yeah, because everything is meant, like even resistance, like let's say monthly maintenance. How important is that in the field of trucking?
It's huge,
and somehow it gets downplayed. And then obviously you got to collect some receipts. And do you know that I have run into interference by guys like, man, I can't give you my receipts. You're going to have the right, that's not your write-off, it's mine.
Yeah, it's just like stupidity.
But still, but to the best understanding, I'm just saying how the focus is so far away from the actual target.
Because people do not get real information. We get bits and pieces and a lot of bullshit like truck stop gossip and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Instead of getting a good information from reliable sources. Like, for example, if I'm calling you for your monthly maintenance form, as long as your truck is like DOT legal, mm-hmm. like in the normal condition, like can pass DOT inspection, I don't give a fuck. As long as your truck is legal. The reason I'm asking for those monthly maintenance forms is because if a couple months down the road there is going to be some accident when a drunk idiot while speeding going to run the red light and run under your truck, and then his whole family that never ever knew he existed all of a sudden going to start missing him. Those annoying receipts that now you're fighting me instead of like just handing it to me.
Right.
I'm building alibi for you for that potential bad future case. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And obviously making sure that you are maintaining your truck, so you're not just being ignorant and negligent individual. But those are the only two reasons. I'm not calling to give you a hard time. I'm not even enjoying that, if I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I'm not even enjoying to chase some owner operator, to submit the forms. And to hear all that bullshit, like you said, like, oh, it's my receipts, it's not your write-off. It's not even about write-off. It's not like you're billing. It's not the billing department that are asking for it. It's not accounting. Like, it has nothing to do. Even if we will try to use your receipts for our write-offs, we'd not just go by receipts. We go by bank printouts.
Yeah,
so
we don't even have trucks.
So like, how am I gonna put your receipt there for a write-off? That just like, that's stupid 101, man.
I'm just letting you know, man.
No, I know, because I've heard those same combative responses.
Yeah.
And hopefully, this video can, awaken some people up, because whatever I'm telling you right now about the monthly maintenance, and usually if I'm talking to owner operator about why I'm looking for it, I'm giving the same story as I'm giving right now. Mm-hmm. Number one, we want to make sure that you're properly maintaining your truck. And number two, we're building your safety profile for a bad day in the future if that ever, God forbid, happens.
Yeah, and that's the way
Because
it should be.
it would be, let's say that same scenario happens, and now some drunk idiot caused all these headache for you, but now the court requests your 6 months of hours of service record, and we are impeccable. They request your truck record, and it's impeccable. Every form is properly filed, every form is supported with receipts and everything else. It's going to be very, very hard for that other party to get anything from you.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going into destroying your life. I'm saying anything from you. But if you fighting your pain in the butt department over it every single time, you're not helping yourself, you're not helping them. You're actually helping people that's gonna weaponize it against you.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not guys, you're not even alone on that feeling, because trust me, man, operations and safety, they don't really get along.
No.
It's even that, but it's sometimes it's exposure. It's, I used to be totally on the other side of that, on the operations, it'd just be like, man, these fucking guys are just in my way. Don't they understand? And until you get exposed to some audits and you participate in certain things, you're like, man, now I understand. To keep this mechanism alive, for there to even be an operation, like, it's a whole new other world, a whole new other tactic, a whole new other presentation, and then there you go. So you don't know what you don't know, and I don't know, man. I even back then, that version of me watching a video like this, would I even still understand unless I went through it? Well, that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, and I think, look, I would not be surprised that some people in the safety department, we don't even understand why we doing what we're doing.
Just checking a box.
But the reason that exists, even if the person calling you asking for those receipts or telling you that no, you cannot fill up your tanks in 7 seconds.
Yep.
We're not doing that to annoy you. We're doing that to build a case for you as a best, safest, most reliable driver on the world.
Yeah. And again,
that's what we do.
Yeah. So, and again, guys, they want to, for those who don't know, when Mike was saying the lawyer calls, they are trying to subpoena everything. As a matter of fact, they even want the trailer. Park that shit. So be cautious, guys. Just give some leeway to that safety people that are always contacting you and bugging you. And if you got questions, I'm sure they're willing to share exactly why they're doing what they're doing and what they're asking for.
And look, at the end of the day, it's not that hard, because the only reason sometimes pain in the butt department is so overwhelming is because you kind of giving them hard time, and you're not giving what they need. But imagine this, if you always submit your monthly maintenance, just without even getting a phone call. Mm-hmm. If you play by the rules as far as hours of service, and you maintain your equipment, man, like, the best drivers, they never talk to safety department. Because there's nothing to talk.
Yeah. I think, it does get met with that, because remember, like, it's just like, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but it's just like when somebody tells you, those are my write-offs, it almost feels like childlike behavior, because, like,
it is, because
what are we talking about here? Like,
most of the drivers that say that, let me take it to another side. When we go to their tax lady, and she's like, so where's your receipts? You don't even have them. It's somewhere in a trash can, like long lost. So as a matter of fact, sometimes I would suggest, when safety complains that, like, man, we have such a hard time getting, the documents from this guy. I'm like, look, just talk to him, tell him every time you do something, snap a picture of that receipt, email it. Because at the end of a month, all I need to do is just pull up all the emails from you, and I already have it. In worst case scenario, when you go to the tax lady,
I'll email you back your receipts.
At least you have it here. So you can reach out, and we're gonna be more than happy to shoot it back to you. But if you were spending every day of your existence or partnership with Voyager to fight against us and kind of yourself, there is nothing there.
Yeah. All right, my people. So that is our segment on safety. So if you know that you're in the wrong place because their safety team is just not hitting, guys, you got to give us a call, 863-342-5171.
And remember, guys, if your pain in the butt department is overwhelming, we have a real safety department that will chase the right things, and we will not annoy you with bullshit.
Be safe and drive safe, my people.
Take care.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.